I exposed the gym influencer who was using fake weights. There's this guy at my local gym, Flex Jackson. He has 1 million followers and spends more time setting up his ring light than actually lifting. He's constantly filming PR videos where he's benching 450 pounds like it's a feather. It made everyone else in the gym feel like garbage. But I noticed something. Whenever he finished a set, he'd gracefully set the bar down. No clanging, no vibration, just silence. Last Monday, while he was busy checking his angles in the mirror, I walked over to his loaded bar. I reached down, grabbed a 45-pound plate, and threw it like a frisbee across the room. It didn't hit the floor with a thud. It bounced because it was made of high-density foam. The entire gym went dead silent. Flex Jackson turned around, his face the color of a fire engine. I shouted, "Hey Flex, I think your weights are floating. You might want to call NASA." Someone filmed the whole thing. By the time he got to his car, he'd lost 100,000 followers. He tried to say it was for a cinematic parody, but the gym banned him for disruptive behavior. In 2026, if the gains look too easy, they probably came from a craft store.
My ex-girlfriend tried to sell my house while I was on vacation. My ex, Tiffany, is a real estate agent. She's also a professional at forgetting that we broke up 6 months ago. Last week, I went to Vegas for a bachelor party. While I'm at the pool, my neighbor texts me, "Hey man, why is there a for sale sign in your front yard? And why are there 20 people walking through your living room?" I checked my Ring camera. There was Tiffany in a power suit giving a tour of my house. She told everyone I was a distressed seller who needed to close by Monday. I didn't call the cops. I called my smart home app. I waited until she was in the middle of her pitch in the master bedroom. Then I turned the smart speakers to maximum volume and blasted a loop of Cops theme song. Then I triggered the party mode lighting, so the whole house started flashing red and blue. Through the internal intercom, I shouted, "Attention potential buyers, this property is currently a crime scene. The agent is a squatter and the owner is currently watching you from a pool in Nevada." I watched the buyers sprint for the door like it was a fire drill. Tiffany looked at the camera and started screaming about her commission. I told her, "The only commission you're getting, Tiff, is a restraining order. Leave the keys in the mailbox." In 2026, if she's got the keys to your heart, make sure you change the locks on your smart home. My phone knew my relationship was over before I did. They say the algorithm is predictive, but I didn't realize it was a private investigator. Last month, my For You page started changing. Usually it's car mods and gaming clips, but suddenly it was all how to handle a narcissist and signs you're being gaslit. I thought it was a glitch. Then it started showing me single-bedroom apartments in your area and solo travel for men. I looked at my girlfriend, Chloe. We were fine, or I thought we were fine, but the algorithm doesn't lie. It noticed that Chloe had stopped liking my photos. It noticed we hadn't tagged each other in 3 weeks. It even noticed that our shared location hadn't overlapped in days because she was at work late every night. I decided to test the machine. I searched for engagement rings. The algorithm didn't show me rings. It showed me a video titled, "Don't buy the ring if she's already logged out." I checked her iPad that night. She hadn't just logged out. She'd already signed a lease on a new place. She was waiting for the right time to tell me, while the algorithm was trying to warn me for weeks. I packed her bags before she could say a word. When she asked how I knew, I just pointed at my phone. In 2026, listen to your heart, but keep an eye on your recommended for you page. My neighbor stole my dog's identity to become a pet influencer. My dog, Buster, is a golden retriever who is, frankly, too handsome for his own good. Last month, I found an Instagram account called The Real Buster with 50,000 followers. It was full of photos of my dog, photos in my backyard, photos at the park, even photos in my own living room. I realized my neighbor, Sarah, who volunteered to walk him twice a week, was actually using him as a prop to get brand deals for dog food and pet accessories. She was making thousands of dollars off Buster's aesthetic while I was paying for his vet bills. I didn't confront her. I just waited for her next live stream. She was in the park telling her followers how Buster only eats organic, grain-free salmon bites. I walked up behind her with a giant cheap bag of discount beef chunks. I shouted, "Hey Buster, you want the cheap stuff? The stuff that makes you gassy?" Buster went absolutely feral. He tackled her, knocked over her ring light, and started inhaling the cheap treats while I filmed the whole thing. I looked at her phone and said, "Hey guys, Buster actually hates salmon, and Sarah actually hates the truth. If you want to sponsor a dog, try sponsoring one that actually belongs to the person holding the camera." Her account was banned for fraudulent content within the hour. In 2026, everyone wants to be an influencer, even if they have to borrow a soul to do it. My car locked me out of the heated seats until I paid a premium fee. We've officially reached the point where you don't even own the things you bought with your own money. I bought a new truck last winter. Beautiful ride, heated seats, remote start, the works. Last Tuesday, it dropped to 25 degrees. I hit the button for my heated seats, and a notification popped up on my dashboard screen. Your trial period for Warm Butt Premium has expired. Please scan the QR code to renew your monthly seat warmer subscription for $14.99. $14.99 a month for the copper wires already installed inside the seat I already paid $40,000 for? I refused to pay it. Instead, I used a little tech loop. I bought a cheap 12-volt heated blanket, wired it directly into the truck's auxiliary battery, and programmed it to turn on via my smart home app whenever the truck started. But I didn't stop there. I rerouted the truck's software system. Every time the car tries to ping the manufacturer's server to check my subscription status, my script overrides it and flashes a giant image on my dashboard screen. Subscription corrupted, executing free heat. The dealership called me yesterday saying my software warranty might be voided. I told them my warranty might be voided, but my cheeks are warm and my bank account is $15 richer. Tell your CEO that heating a seat isn't a service, it's a basic human right. In 2026, if they can patch out your features, it's time to hack them back in. I trapped a crypto recovery Instagram scam in an infinite loop. If you comment the word hacked or lost money anywhere on Instagram, within 3 seconds, 20 bots will reply saying, contact Cypher_tech on Instagram. He recovered my funds in 10 minutes. It's an automated parasite loop designed to steal your password under the guise of helping you. I was sick of seeing them on my feed, so I decided to feed the bots. I created a burner account and messaged one of these gurus. I told him, bro, I lost $50,000 in Bitcoin. Please help me get it back. He replied instantly with a copy-pasted script. I can unlock the blockchain matrix for you. I just need a $200 gas fee paid in Apple gift cards to start the software. Instead of a gift card, I generated a custom-coded link that looked like an image of the card wrapper. In reality, it was a webhook trap. The second he clicked it, my script scraped his location, his actual device ID, and his system language. He wasn't a cyber genius in a high-tech lab. He was a guy sitting in a fast food joint using a heavily outdated mobile browser. I didn't stop there. I linked his chat window to an automated AI chatbot that I programmed to sound like a deeply confused investor who kept typing the gift card numbers slightly wrong. Every time he typed a human response, my bot generated a new, slightly misspelled code, keeping him trapped at that table trying to cash a fake gift card for 14 straight hours. By the time he realized he was arguing with a piece of code, his phone battery died. 2026, don't argue with a bot, just write a better one. My entire marketing team got fired because we all used the same AI prompt. There is an unspoken rule in the corporate world right now. Everyone is using AI to write their emails, their reports, and their presentations. We just all pretend we're working 10 hours a day. I work at a major marketing agency. Last week, our VP of Creative sent out a massive memo demanding a groundbreaking, emotionally resonant campaign proposal by Friday morning. I didn't want to spend my weekend working, so I opened my favorite language model and typed, write a deeply moving, trend-forward corporate pitch for a tech brand using 2026 slang, but keep it professional. It generated a beautiful 3-page proposal. I copy-pasted it into a slide deck, added some stock photos, and hit send. Friday morning, we all sit in the big boardroom. The VP stands up, looking absolutely furious. He turns on the projector screen. He didn't pull up my presentation. He pulled up 5 different presentations from 5 different guys on the team. Every single slide deck was identical, word for word, commas in the exact same place. Every single one of us had typed the exact same prompt into the exact same AI tool over the weekend. We hadn't even bothered to change the fonts. The VP looked at us and said, if a machine can write the entire strategy for this company, why am I paying 5 human salaries? We were all escorted out of the building by noon. The funniest part, I ran the termination letter he gave us through a plagiarism checker. The VP had used an AI to write the firing speech. My roommate charged me $1.50 for using his salt. We all have that one friend who treats Venmo like a corporate accounting ledger. My roommate, Leo, is a finance major, and I swear he tracks his life down to the single calorie. Last night I was making eggs and realized we were out of my salt. I grabbed his fancy pink Himalayan sea salt, shook it twice, and went to bed. This morning, I wake up to a notification on my phone. Leo requested $1.42. Note, mineral depreciation fee. I walked into the kitchen. He was sitting there drinking his cold brew. I said, "Bro, $1.42 for 2 shakes of salt?" He didn't even look up from his laptop. He said, "It's premium imported salt, man. Inflation is real. If you don't pay the cost of goods sold, the microeconomy of the apartment collapses." Fine. Two can play at the microeconomy game. An hour later, Leo goes to leave the apartment. He grabs the door handle. I hit him with a Venmo request for $3.50. He looks at his phone, confused. What is oxygen and maintenance access? I said, "Leo, I wiped down that doorknob yesterday with a premium disinfectant wipe. You just utilized my sanitized surface. Furthermore, you're currently breathing the air directly cooled by my personal desk fan. That's a utility surcharge, bro. Pay up or hold your breath." He stared at me for a straight minute, realized he'd met his match, and canceled his salt request. In 2026, if they're going to nickel and dime your friendship, make sure you charge them for the oxygen.